oh no, I've got a cartilage tear in my knee, that's it, it's the end of the world. Is this true? Would this actually be the end of the world? Well, obviously not the end of the world, of course, but can a cartilage tear, a meniscal tear in your knee, actually get better in terms of what matters, which is that your pain levels go to normal or reduce, your function levels return to normal or improve, irrespective of the actual cartilage damage itself. If you look at the cartilage, we know that certain parts of the cartilage pretty much don't heal, and as you get older, probably none of it can actually physically heal. So if it doesn't heal, you're like, that's the end of that then, which is why a lot of people believe this kind of idea. The reality is though, is that cartilage tears are present in normal people who have no pain. So if they have no pain but cartilage tears, then you can also be pain-free and fully functional with a cartilage tear. It doesn't mean just because it's there, doesn't mean it can't improve for function, for pain, for the things that count really. You know, I tore the cartilage in my left knee. My left knee's fine now. I can do a pistol squat to the ground. I can do whatever I want. I can twist, I can jump. No pain, no problems, no swelling, no nothing. And yet it's still there, isn't it? You know, it's not gone away. So how many people have injuries in their knees then and don't even know about it? So in this study, they MRI'd the knees of 115 people who had no symptoms, no problems. They were sedentary, however, but they had no injuries, no pain or anything at all. And they were looking obviously to see what they could find on the MRI scans. How many injuries did they have? How many meniscal tears did they have? Or whatever else. And it was really interesting reading. They found that in 95% of knees, they found abnormalities, which basically means injuries. So this means that a normal knee with no problems within it is almost impossible to find. Only 3%, which is not very many. So they found 30% of knees had meniscal tears, cartilage tears, as we were discussing at the beginning. Oh, I've got a cartilage tear. You know, what does this mean? It means it's the end of the world. Well, no, 30% of the knees in this study actually had cartilage tears with no pain whatsoever. So this is really good, and they were sedentary as well. So if you were, you know, strong, fit, tolerant, you might even be even better. Now, going into finer detail about the meniscal tears themselves, they actually looked at the type of meniscal tear that existed that they found also on these MRI scans. And they found the horizontal tear was in 23% of meniscal tears found. A complex tear was found in 3% of cases. A radial tear was found in 2% of cases. And a bucket handle tear was in 1% of cases. Now, you've got the cartilages in the meniscus, but you also have articular cartilage in the joint as well. And obviously behind that you've got bone. So they were looking also at articular cartilage defects and also bone marrow problems. And they found these were massively prevalent within the patellofemoral joint, which is the kneecap joint basically. So they found the articular cartilage defects and abnormalities were in 57% of knees, and they found bone marrow abnormalities were in 48% of knees. Now, how about the severity of these things? They found moderate and severe cartilage lesions in 19 and 31% of knees respectively. And they found the same percentages respectively for bone marrow edema too, for moderate and severe. So what about things like tendons, for example? Well, they looked at that as well. They found moderate tendon lesions in the knees of 21%. They found high-grade tendonitis in 6%. So what about ligaments? In 3% of knees, they found partial ligament ruptures. And out of that 3%, 2% were the ACL, the anterior cruciate ligament of the knee. So as you can see, there are a lot of things that can be found in a normal knee, a knee that has no symptoms, no pain, no functional loss. You can find ligament injuries, tendon injuries, cartilage injuries, bone marrow injuries, you name it, they are there, they exist. This means, therefore, if you have an injury that becomes symptomatic, it can also become asymptomatic again, even though the problem still exists. So if you've got a condition which you know doesn't recover in terms of structurally, so it's an arthritic kind of problem, a cartilage problem, therefore it's not going to heal in that regard. It doesn't mean it can't get better. It doesn't mean it can't be symptom free. It doesn't mean your function can't improve. This is obviously about what physios do in day in and day out. It's about building up their rehab, building up their exercise and injury tolerance, building up their strength, building up all the things back to function and getting their function back to normal and their pain down. Obviously you can treat the pain with treatments as well. So it shows you can. Don't worry about it. If a doctor says you've got arthritis, it's not the end of the world. Got a cartilage tear, it's not the end of the world. You can get it to go away. Maybe not structurally, but certainly symptomatically. And this highlights this can be the case. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time.
Perfect. Perfect.